Anyways, thanks a lot. I really appreciate the opportunity to come out and say hi to everybody and give you maybe a little short rundown. I hope it's not nearly as long as that resume. Like I say, we got to edit that. But I do want to thank, first of all, Sylvia as the new president here. Congratulations. And George, my good friend, thank you very much for your service here as immediate past president. What do you guys want to talk about? I was told talk about what's going on in the city, talk about my vision, talk about how we work together with the chamber. So first of all, probably one of the most important things, and as soon as we get the exact numbers, we'll let you know on it, but we're about to hit a historic low on our crime rates in the city of Palmdale. Our numbers are going to be rivaling those of Santa Clarita. So when you see those numbers, no pressure, Mike, okay? So, but I was very excited, and once I get the exact numbers, they'll be coming out. But stand by; they're looking good. Why? It's about partnerships. It's about partnerships with our law enforcement. It's about partnerships with the community. It's about partnerships with the organizations and the schools. We're doing the right thing here. That's why our rates are going down. That's why things are happening that are positive in this community. You got to quit watching those Facebook things, man. I learned that a long time ago. Because all you see is the bad stuff. Who posts plane lands safely at LAX? Nobody does, okay? But if you can say, gee, they thought maybe a wheel might get stuck, and everybody sits there for the next 4 hours trying to debate whether or not the plane is going to crash, okay? So let's look at some of the positive stuff out there. Follow John's stuff out there. That's the best diatribe to follow right there. John does a great job out there. What else is going on? We just got back. A couple of us just got back from Florida. We took a little trip back there. You guys all saw the information on the Bright Line purchase of the Express West. And even more exciting was when Virgin bought in as a minority partner. So with the branding of Virgin on that is fabulous. These guys are moving forward. They've got what was the number of the private equity they just got, that the bond?
It's $1 billion in private equity, and they're doing an IPO.
Yeah, so that, I mean, stand by. That thing's coming, and they've got it. They've got the path all cleared basically into Victorville, and it's just a couple little more bureaucratic hurdles to get that thing over to here. But their numbers, when they looked at their investment grade studies, didn't even consider the fact that the Raiders were in California, that we've got the Rams here. I mean, the Raiders are in Vegas, and we've got the Rams and the Chargers in LA. And boy, we got to be able to get people back and forth. That's going to be the Football Express coming up the Metro Link to Palmdale and taking that train out to Vegas. And what does that mean to Palmdale? Just because people are passing through? The economic development. We went back there. There was the thing that was the most amazing was looking at the partnerships and the economic development that occurred around their stations and their rights of way. It was amazing looking at the before and after pictures of this dumpy neighborhood that they came into, and when you walked in, first thing you noticed was, gee, there's a smell in this place. And they actually have machines that spray out this unique little odor to kind of get you thinking about every place you go. You smell that, and it's like a brand with them. And their people, all their operations people back there, they stole them from other train companies and stuff. But all their admin people, they are all hospitality folks. So when you walk in there, this doesn't look like a train station. It looks like you've walked into the lobby of some 4-star hotel. And everybody is happy. They're greeting you. It's not like you're in a bus depot or something like this. So it's really amazing what these guys are doing back there. And it really makes, let me tell you, it makes the high-speed rail, the California version, look like they're pikers compared to what these guys are doing. These guys have got it figured out. We're going to be partnering with them. Stand by. There's a lot more coming. If you're anywhere around that downtown area, it's going to be fabulous, I'll tell you. A lot of other great stuff's happening in transportation. When you take a look at the work that's going on along Pear Blossom Highway and stuff. There's some areas where, like the West Side School District, we were talking about some problems at one of their schools. We're working to make sure that we prepare it so that we can put appropriate barriers in there, prepare the surfaces stuff, and they're working on their end of it. We're working really hard, again, on partnerships. That's the key. That's the key to what we do, and what makes this city work is the partnerships. The businesses need to be partnering with our disaster and emergency management folks. I don't know how many of you met Nazi. Have you met Nazi? Has she come and spoken here yet? If you haven't, and you've got a small business, you want to talk to her. She's got materials. She can help you get on the right path so you can maintain your business after a disaster. Everybody wants to say it's going to happen to somebody else and everything else. Like Kevin had said, I was down there at, nobody thought they were going to be sitting underneath the refrigerator trapped for 6 hours after the Northridge earthquake. Well, we dug the guy out. So he didn't think that was happening either when he was looking there for breakfast. So be prepared is really the key on that. So we're working at that at the city. Jim's brought that office up to speed, and they're doing great things over there at the city of Palmdale as well. And you guys should go talk to her if there's a question. It's all really, again, when we start talking about partnerships, one of the things that's coming up here soon is our general plan amendment. One of my goals has been that we need to get this general plan funded. We found some grant funding to help get the initial consultants on board, and we're going to be breaking loose to get that general plan out there. That general plan is a quarter century old. And I remember working on it on the Planning Commission. That was a long time ago. And we need to bring that thing up to speed to be able to bring the zoning and to facilitate the businesses and to facilitate the developers that are looking to bring the things here that we're looking for and that our kids are looking for. We want to keep our kids here. We want to have the facilities for all these engineers. We want to have the proper housing for them. So that's what we're working on. So if you're interested in being on that, I mean, get a hold of the city staff. And as soon as we start putting a Citizens Advisory Committee together, we're really going to get rolling. The other thing when we start talking about partnerships is one of the things that probably to the city manager's chagrin is I want to get a couple committees put together here to re-engage more people from the community. A building is only as sound and strong as their foundation, and a broader and more depth that foundation has, the stronger that whole structure is. And that's what I'm looking to try to do here. So I'm looking at things like, get more people involved in some parks and recs issues, public safety issues. We can tell you all day long what we're doing good. Mike will tell you what we're doing good. John will tell you what you're doing good. Curtis, JJ, we can tell you all day long what we're doing right. You need to tell us what we need to do better. That's my key here. You need to tell us what we're doing okay and what we need to be doing better about that. So that's where I want to go. So my goal over the next 2 years is to find those areas where we need to take it up to the next notch. We've been doing a great job. We tell you that all the time. We need to do better, and I think we're going to be doing that. The chamber, one of the things that everybody asked me to talk about was, how does the chamber fit in that? Small businesses are the backbone of America, and we as a city need to be doing a better job of engaging the small and the mom and pops and the medium-sized businesses. Curtis is out there with his team. He's working that. We're working the shopping centers and the small businesses. If you've got an issue, you've got a friend that needs to be opening up a shop, something of that nature, engage us. Let us know, again, what could we be doing better to help those small businesses because they're the ones that are supporting the large industry. When you take a look at the amount of money that's going on, the economic development in this valley with aerospace, well, who do you think is servicing all of that aerospace and all those aerospace employees? It's those small and medium-sized businesses that are serving them. And I think that we need to find where we can help take that to the next step. How can we help them take care of those people so that those engineers and those scientists and those pilots and those administrative staff and those people that come into town here to work with them are saying, wow, this is pretty cool. It's amazing when you take people around and you really start showing them. Richard and I were driving around looking at a couple things in the valley yesterday with a couple people, and they're going, wow, we didn't know about this. You know, we didn't hear about that. So as things like, how many of you guys know about the Amargosa Creek? We just did the groundbreaking out there. So how many of you heard about that? That thing is going to be amazing. It's over there off of about 25th West, and there's going to be like small lakes in there, bridges with interpretive trails and things. That was something we talked about, again, a quarter of a century ago. How do we set up recharge? If we could have got there 25 years ago, we might not be in the pickle we are with all this groundwater management. And that they just yesterday when we drove by there, they started with the earth movers out there. So yesterday they started doing the mass movement of stuff, replanting some of the trees and things. So if you get a chance, you drive down Elizabeth Lake Road, about 25th by Highland, and take a look out over there. You see those tractors moving and those guys in the orange vests out there. It's pretty cool. It really is. It's going to be amazing. Anybody who lives anywhere in the Antelope Valley, that is going to be a wildlife preserve, and it's going to be absolutely amazing when you see that over there. So really, what the theme is, and the thing that I'm stressing is, everybody, okay, dust off your shoes. You know, get ready. We need to hit the ground here and be better partners with one another. And again, I've got to ask you, you tell me where we can do better, all right? Tell me where we can do better, and we're going to work on that.